You claim to have been in that hallway the whole time. However, is it not a fact that you did something while you were in that hallway? Of course I did something. I guarded the door to the lobby number 2, pal. What else? Very well then. What exactly does guarding the door entail? Oh, well, to put it simply, oh, I know. It was my job to stand in front of the door without moving an inch. Oh. Detective Gumshoe, you mean to tell me that you didn't take a single step away from the door to lobby number 2? Is that really what you wish to testify to the effect of? You got it, pal. I didn't take a single step away from the door, just like I was ordered to not to. Why is everyone so quiet all of a sudden? Because we are all in shock, and in awe of your utter stupidity. Scruffy, if you're going to lie, at least tell us a more believable one. Ow! But I'm not lying. I should hurry up and bring this insipid testimony to a close. Gumshoe. Why? Why lie? I have an objection. Obviously. What is it, pal? Detective Gumshoe, I wonder if you might recognize this from somewhere. Hey, it's one of those things. The courthouse special Swiss rolls, right, pal? Yes. Huh. Precisely. In that case, I suppose that you also recall the sullied hallway bench? Hey, you know what? I think it was probably me that did that. Detective Gumshoe, you know you can't go around dirtying up the courthouse like this. You inconsiderate, slovenly pig. Yeah. I promise to clean it up later, I swear. Now then, shall we get down to business about the fact that you didn't move even a single step from the front of that door? If you really were the case, then how were you able to buy a pack of Swiss rolls? And furthermore, if you didn't move a single step from in the front of that door, how did you manage to get the bench dirty with your grubby hands? Ow! It appears that Francisca's whip can do more damage than my words alone can. I'm mad. Alright, I confess, pal. I was hungry, so I bought myself a pack, okay? I thought I'd get chewed out again if anyone found out about me eating on the job. So I didn't want to say anything. Well, unfortunately for you, I saw you do the whole dastardly deed. I clearly saw you buying a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine. Okay, I'm sorry for lying. But that's all I'm sorry for, you got that? Because I'm not holding anything else back. That last statement may sound like it makes sense. However, there is something I don't quite believe about it. Are you sure you're not withholding further information from us? Oh, of course not. I've got nothing else to hide, pal. Stop objecting. Oh, if only that were true, Detective Gumshoe. But it is true, pal. I swear there's nothing else. Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you're aware of the price of the pack of Swiss rolls, correct? Huh? Remind me again, pal. Ha! You fucking idiot. Jesus. That vending machine out in the hallway is selling packs of 2 Swiss rolls for $6 a pack. And according to you, you didn't have any cash on you until you cashed your $5 annual bonus check. Isn't that right? Let me ask you then, how did you manage to purchase a pack all by yourself? Can you prove to me with a proper explanation to that? I told you I bought it by myself, pal. There wasn't anyone else in the hall with me. There's no one who could have helped me buy it. Wait, don't tell me. You've got some kind of proof that there was someone else in the hallway, don't you? Correct. As if you could. I mean, what are the chances of that? Wait, you do. Of course I do. What? Ow! Fuck off, Gumshoe. What the heck is that? I knew you didn't really have... The balloon is proof someone else is in the hallway. Fuck off. Fuck off. There's one person with a balloon. Miles, how long do you plan on being strung along by a moronic detective? I have no intention of falling for his lie because there was definitely a second person. Because if you're truly alone, that piece of evidence would not exist. this other one. Hey, you showed me that to me 2 seconds ago, pal. I think you're under the mistaken impression that I bought this pack of Swiss rolls. Wait, you didn't buy it? That means you must have stolen it, you thief. What? I would never do such a thing. All you liars are the same. You start out as thieves, you're under arrest, pal. I believe you meant to assert that all thieves start out as liars. And in that case, what does that say about you, detective? This particular Swiss roll was dropped by a certain someone. Oh. There are 2 rolls in this package. You ate one of them. But then you gave the other one to a certain other person, didn't you? No way, pal. You got it all wrong. I ate both of them. Ha! It would appear that we've caught you at last. Hey, don't you dare do anything bad to that girl. It appears that they do know each other after all. So why do you continue to come up to me and kick me? Have I wronged you somehow? I have a name. It's Kay. Kay what? Kay Faraday. Faraday. Are you perhaps Mr. Faraday's daughter? I'm not a you. I'm Kay. Kay. You know, good little girls don't kick other people. Especially not hard enough to leave big nasty bruises like the way you do. Well, then you shouldn't have put Gummy under arrest, mister. Gummy? Well, I guess it's actually talking about Detective Gumshoe. What a cute nickname you've given him. Gummy didn't do anything wrong. You name him Scruffy. Okay. It appears that I'll need to speak with her in a bit more detail. Rawr! Poor little Kay. Now then, Kay. Hissing. She's like a stray cat. I wonder if I should feed her something. Probably. Here you go. Eat. Okay, I promise to give this to you if you calm down. Oh, a Swiss roll! Easy. It really belongs to you, though, doesn't it? Yeah. I was saving it for Daddy. Well, this is awkward. Oh my. Your father, he's... don't say another word, pal. She doesn't know yet. Thanks for watching out for me, Gummy. But I already know about Daddy. I overheard the guards talking. About how he's not here anymore. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry I couldn't protect him. Okay. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna... Aww. Cry. It's alright. Let it all out. Your father just passed away after all. I myself was also involved in a case at this courthouse when I was a young child. A case in which my father, who was a defense attorney, passed away. All of my dreams of becoming a lawyer were crushed into fine ash on that nightmarish day. Even now, the wound festers deep in the depths of my soul. Ever since that incident, I've dedicated myself to locking away every criminal I can. And now, to have this happen right in front of me. This child, I feel a certain shared fate, a common bond between us. Miles Edgeworth, what sort of gentleman are you? Are you going to just stand there and watch a lady cry? You're right. Sorry about that. Okay, here, how about we use this handkerchief here and dry your eyes. Quivering. Thank you. My grandma! Don't blow your nose on that! I feel better now, thanks. I swear to God! Okay. Are you going to be alright? Yep. I'm already alright. Somehow I highly doubt that. But I'm not going to push it. I promised Daddy I'd never cry in front of strangers. You're a good little kid, aren't you, Kay? You always keep your promises, right? That's right. Even if I can't see Daddy anymore, I'm still gonna keep all my promises. You're a very brave girl, Kay. You're a very good child for keeping the promise you made to your papa. I'll even testify that you didn't cry just for you. Thank you very much, lady. Huh. It's nothing. I'm only telling the truth after all. It would appear that because her father was a respected prosecutor, Franziska is sympathetic to Kay's feelings. Why do we have to talk about him? Kay, what kind of person was your father? Daddy was a hero of justice. His job was to catch all the bad people in the world. So to you, a prosecutor is a hero of justice, huh? I suppose we're in a sense we are the ones who seek guilty verdicts for criminals. Plus, you know what? Whenever I came to the courthouse, Daddy would buy me my favorite treat, Swiss rolls. Oh. I want to be a hero of justice someday, just like Daddy. So I've been working really hard. I see, and what have you been working hard on? I've been working hard to keep all the promises Daddy and I made together. A promise notebook? May I take a look inside? No! Sure, okay. It appears to be an exchange diary of sorts between her father and daughter. Mr. Faraday's writings conveys a sense of the kind of man he was. This little notebook just might come in handy later. Thank you for showing it to me, Kay. What's in it? Francois, never take things from a stranger. Never go anywhere with a stranger. Always greet people with a smile, even people who you don't know. Never cry in front of strangers. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. Daddy's job is to make sure that everyone follows the rules. Okay, be a good girl and promise that you'll keep your promises to me, okay? Love your dad. So cute! I hope you'll continue to work hard and become a hero just like your father. I'm gonna try. Hey, Kay. So I'm a detective that catches the bad people, right? That makes me a hero too. Yeah, you're really cool too, Gummy. Yeah, aren't I, Kay? What is with the two of them? I hand down verdicts of justice, so that makes me a hero too. Yes, and thanks to your oh-so-heroic testimony, you almost painted that detective as a vile criminal and sent him off to jail. I'm really sorry about that. Gummy is not a bad man, okay? Poor Judge, he's being treated like a vile criminal rather than a hero of justice. It appears that you and Detective Gumshoe are good friends, Kay. Yeah, we're friends. In that case, would you mind telling me a little more about him? So I take it you ran into Detective Gumshoe earlier? Yep. I was on my way to see Daddy when I saw Gummy standing there. He was standing in the hallway staring really hard at the vending machine, so I said hi. And when was this? Before everything got crazy. How long were the two of you together? We only talked for a little while. And then we went on our own ways. That's right, pal. Kay and I only talked for a little while, that's it. Oh, which means we have now confirmed that Kay was in the hallway during the recess, isn't that right? You got me. I told you to stop picking on Gummy, mister. Very well, then. I'll just have to speak with the good detective in private later. Were you the one who bought the pack of Swiss rolls, Kay? Oh, well, I didn't really have a lot of money. I somehow made $1 out of all the pennies and quarters I had. But that still wasn't enough. I really, really wanted one. Couldn't think of it. She did come and ask me to exchange a handful of change for $1. And that's when you came and asked me to change your money, correct? Yeah. Thanks a bunch for doing that, mister. Sure. But let me ask you, even with that $1, you still didn't have enough, correct? Well, that's why. Hey, if you bully Kay anymore, I'm gonna have to arrest you, pal. Did I remind you that you're the one already under arrest? Yow. I sense that Kay is going to be less than forthcoming with this question. Sorry about your referee thing. Yes, well, now that it's positively drenched with your nasal mucus. Don't worry, Kay, I have a spare. So here, you can have this one. Gross. But Daddy said, never take things from a stranger. It's one of the promises you made in your promise notebook, correct? Yeah, look, see, it's right here on this page. Alright, then I'm not giving this to you. I'm merely allowing you to borrow it. You can take it home, wash it and clean it, and then give it back to me next time we meet. Okay. Daddy never said I couldn't borrow things from strangers. I'm indefinitely borrowing this. Now then, Detective Gumshoe. Uh-oh. I believe it is now crystal clear that you were with little K in that hallway. Oh, grr, I told you to stop being mean to Gummy. Miles Edgeworth, there is still something you have yet to resolve. I beg your pardon. You still haven't offered an explanation for why that man would lie to us. That's, well... Gummy, don't tell me you lied for my sake. Hey, don't worry about it, okay? Everything's gonna be okay. And so that's why. So what was Detective Gumshoe's motive for lying? If you can't explain that, then you can't call this a perfect investigation. His reason for lying is simple. What? Here's what I believe to be his reason. For simple observation of the detective's actions and his interactions with Kay. It's obvious the detective was lying for the young girl's sake. And this piece of evidence will show you exactly why. Which piece of evidence proves that Detective Gumshoe was lying on account of Kay? I'm assuming this. This is what the piece of evidence. What are you showing me that for? It doesn't seem to add in anything to the conversation. I don't get what you're trying to say. I guess the fucking Swiss roll. Fuck. Do I just have to keep showing that to everyone? Or are they all teasing me all of a sudden? No, it's possible that perhaps I made a mistake and that's why. Now then, back to the topic. Which piece of evidence? She went somewhere with a stranger, I guess? Mr. Faraday in Kay's promise notebook. How does that explain anything? If you could take a look at this page, it's clearly written that Kay should and never take things from a stranger. When Detective Gumshoe heard about the promise, he tried to cover for Kay. What a foolish fool's fool of a foolish reason for a fool. Ow! Tell me, you lied because of me, didn't you? Because I'm your friend, Kay, that's why. Gummy. At long last, Detective Gumshoe, can you please tell me the whole truth now? Guess there's no beating you, huh, pal? Okay, I'll spill the goods. I'd been standing guard for a while. I was getting really hungry, and that snack vending machine was taunting me. All the cash you had on you, was $5, and that wasn't enough to buy you anything, right? After all, the cheapest item is that in that vending machine is a $6 pack of Swiss rolls. Yeah, but then like an angel from heaven, Kay showed up. I was thinking about sharing a snack with Daddy, so I wanted to buy a Swiss roll. But I only had about $1 in coins. So he pulled my $5 and her $1 together and bought a pack of Swiss rolls together. But I was worried about breaking one of my promises. So then Gummy said, Mr. Faraday's one scary guy when he gets mad. But don't worry, you won't get in trouble if I don't tell, right? Besides, you bought it with me. So you didn't really get it from me, you know? He told me it'd be okay. And he gave me a whole roll to save and give to Daddy. Who knew that Scruffy could be so considerate? Indeed. Detective, I take it that you sat down on the bench and ate the rolls together. Yeah, we split the other roll and ate it, right then. The sweet taste of that cake's chocolate. I'll never forget it as long as I live, pal. Anyway, can I believe this also belongs to you? Oh, that's from the balloon I popped. It's bad manners to leave garbage lying around, Kay. Why, I couldn't reach it. God, that would be cute if she says that. I'm sorry. Well, I guess I can't blame you for not throwing this one piece away. It was sitting high up on a windowsill where you couldn't see it. So just this once I forgive you. But that balloon, I wanted to surprise Gummy a little, so I popped it on purpose. And because of me, Gummy dropped his half of the roll. Oh, wow, you really got me there, pal. So I thought maybe I should give Gummy this other roll. And then I saw you picking on Gummy, mister. So you kicked me, is that it? You sure are a feisty one. I'm really sorry, mister. It's alright, I'm perfectly unharmed. But about the Swiss roll, Would it be alright with you if I held on to it until Detective Gumshoe is cleared of all charges and free to go? Yeah, sure. Just make sure you give it to Gummy afterwards, okay? Of course, I promise. Now then, I believe we have proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that Detective Gumshoe was in the hall for the entire duration of his duty, which undeniably proves that Detective Gumshoe could not have committed the double murders. Objection! Shut up, you. Actually, it just proves the opposite, Miss Edgeworth. You've just shown that Detective Gumshoe is the only one who could have committed the crime. What do you mean? It's quite rude to eavesdrop, Miss You. I'm getting lectured on manners by a girl with a penchant for whipping people. What? How dare you talk back with such insolence? You're wrong, lady. Gummy's not the bad guy. You are. Oh, and what have we here? What is a child doing here in a courthouse? Bailiff, please take this child in. Bye, Kay. What? It's Callisto, you. That girl is Mr. Faraday's. I know, so what? You think that just because she's the victim's daughter, she gets to just run wild all around the crime scene? I think it's actually quite dangerous for her, to speak nothing of getting underfoot. I suppose you're right, however. As long as we're in agreement on that point, let's get back to the real issue at hand. Now then, Detective, you were in front of the door to lobby number 2 the entire time, correct? Yeah, but... You see, isn't it obvious that it could only be the detective? He probably went to wash his hands. He is the only person who could have gone into lobby number 2 at the time of the murders. Okay. I have no counter-argument to that. Don't worry, I've already put in the necessary paperwork for his formal arrest. But the investigation's far from over. Oh, that's right, I was going to speak with you about that. Don't you think it's reckless to talk to the suspect out in the open without a guard? I suppose it is. Will someone with more experience in law than you allow me to share something? Always keep a good eye on a criminal, or you may regret what comes of your negligence. Oh, Miles, I can't believe you're letting this woman lecture you like this. This is unforgivable as a disciple of Von Karma. Down, Tigress. Now then, I'll be looking forward to the results of your investigation. So we're back to square one. Actually, this is our last chance. I can tell that if we fail to solve this case, Detective Gumshoe will be formally charged under all the circumstantial evidence. This investigation is not over yet. There's still one location we have yet to inspect. It's where Detective Bad and Miss You were at the time of the crime. Lobby number 1. There's gonna be something fucked in there. It's like, it's totally you that did it. 100%. 100%. Maybe Bad is in on it too. Who knows? But it's gotta be you. She's super sus. Super fucking sus. What is this incredibly overpoweringly sweet scent? It smells like flowers. Uncle Bad, is this it? Isn't that Detective Bad and Kay over there? Looks like she managed to escape the bailiff. Oh, that's not quite it. Aw, too bad, but it looks so pretty. I think you're still a bit too young to be wearing that. But since you found it, I guess I can let you keep it. Thanks, I'll treasure it always. Those two seem to be getting along rather well. Oh yeah, got something else for you. Yay, thank you, Uncle Bad. Earlier, I ate one of these with Gummy. Gummy? Oh, you mean Gumshoe. Gummy is... Sniffle. He was trying to be nice to me because I was going to get in trouble. And then he got in trouble because he lied to protect me. Gummy. Okay. I know he didn't kill Daddy. Don't cry, Faraday. Would be sad if he saw you crying. I'm not crying. Okay. Oh, it's the mister from before and the lady, too. Don't you think it would be a good idea to go home for the time being? You're not involved in the investigation, so it's for the best if you do. Actually, I'm Uncle Bad's assistant. So I'm related to the investigation. Is that so, Detective Bad? Yeah, I guess. What? You were just scolding us like kids to not mess up the crime scene. And now you let this child run free. Why? People are free to investigate things outside of the actual crime scene. You also had a few things you wanted to look into. Got a problem with that? I don't have a problem with that, but I'm curious as to what Miss Yu was looking into. Is looking into. Uncle Bad, I'm gonna look somewhere else now, okay? Alright, I'm counting on you. Oh, that's right. Hey, mister. Yes, what is it? I know Gummy really isn't the bad guy. I mean it. So please, find the real bad guy, okay? I won't forgive whoever did this, but in the absence of the perfect piece of testimony and evidence, there's no one else who could be the true culprit other than Detective Gumshoe. She wandered off while I was pondering. Okay. What incredibly strong scented her herbal tea. I fear that more than being relaxing, this scent may make it one a bit heady instead. You put in a special request for that. No wonder she's so violent. She's been drinking this stuff the whole time. You whip people. Neither woman should be allowed to comment on this particular topic, ever. You literally whip people. One of the windows in this lobby is open as well. The air conditioner is working just fine in this room, so why did they open it, I wonder? Because it smells like shit in here. Sorry, sweet. That expensive painting is ill-suited to be hanging on the wall of this room. I wonder if a guard detail should be placed on it. Why do you say that? Well, a desperate, low-paid detective might make off with it someday. You never know. She may be thinking about hiring a guard. It's obvious she isn't factoring that guard's salary whatsoever.